Shalom, shalom. It's the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in, week out. Prophesy the downfall of America and teach the hopefully elect. First thing we want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. Alright, so basically, Spirit, I was on the phone with a brother. We just going through some precepts and, basically the scriptures was written for our learning, to how to live and how to carry ourselves, and how to, we had good examples, as the men of the Lord and the things that they went through, so, we just kick it off with the
Romans 15:4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Right, so you got Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Genesis, Revelation. Every all these books was written for our learning. Like Paul sent a lot of letters out that was extreme edification, edifying the body. So these things were written for us to read and to build ourselves. To learn order within one another, man. And the brothers who was before us are examples, so we can have examples to live, man. And brothers that's been exercised in the faith, man, So, we just gotta, like the scripture says, study to show thyself approved, because this is our guide. This is our guide. Scripture say, do these things and thou shalt not fail. So you got something?
There's more to that. Romans, back in Romans 15:4, says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that ye through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right, might have hope. And what's that hope, man? That Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to redeem us and keep us, man. And keep us through this Jacob's trouble. And then when he comes back, when he returns to Yahweh Ratazah, grant us access on the ship and rescue us. And the only thing we gotta do is stick to what we learned, man. The things that was written aforetime. And going into the proper breakdowns of the scriptures who was delivered through to us from our elders, man.
This is 2 Peter 2 or 1 and we'll start at 12. 2 Peter 1 and 12. So wherefore I will not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things, though ye know them and established in the present truth. Yea, I think it meet, as long as I am in this tabernacle, to stir up you by putting you in remembrance, knowing that surely I must put off my tabernacle, even as Yahweh Shai Mashiach have showed me. The point being is that as long as we're in this truth, as long as we're out here got breath in our lungs and air to breathe, is that we're going to keep on putting you guys in remembrance of what it is, or the reason why we're here. The prophets are here to stir up your minds by telling you that you're the Hebrew Israelites, that you are the children of the Lord, that the only way out of this hellhole is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and hopefully that we're part of the elect. All right, so the work that we're doing is not going to be coming back void. Let's get the blood off our hands, because we got to wake up to the elect, man. Right. And putting you in remembrance, because we be on the line, and a lot of people are like, what is this about? What is this about? Then when we ask them the questions, their mind gets stirred up.
Right.
Damn, that makes sense,
It's like the spiritual defibrillator.
Yep.
Yep. Like a defibrillator brings you back to life. That's only with a defibrillator. It's only used to try to jumpstart your heart, man, to put that spark back in you. Yep. But it's only for the elect, and only the elect is gonna actually take heed to the examples that we have to how to come back into the good graces of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Is there more to that?
That was it.
Alright, I'm gonna get James. James 5 and 10.
It's good to me.
Yeah,
It said James 5
and 10.
James
5 and start at 7.
James 5 and 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, until the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. And be ye also patient. Establish your hearts,
Which is your mind.
for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh.
Right, so the coming of Yahweh Shai, the draweth nigh, man. And the scriptures say the vision is yet for a appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. So all these things was written to warn us, man. You know, to be patient. You know, to stay on our watch, to stay occupied in prophecies. You know, and so that this day won't catch us like a thief in the night, man. So we won't be caught unawares of it. You know. That's why you see brothers doing videos on hurricanes, you know, because that's prophecies coming to pass, man. Hey, what you gonna say? You know, all these calamities hitting the earth, man, hitting America, hitting this planet, man. That's all prophesied in the scriptures, man. You know, earthquakes in diverse places, wars, rumors of wars. All these things was written to keep the elect, to keep them mindful of what times that we're living in, and how to continue to walk and live a certain way, you know.
James, right?
Yeah,
James 5 and
no, jump down to 10.
James 5 and 10 says, take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of Yahweh, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Right. So we had the prophets, you know, and it's not the men that's our elders that woke us up. They was in the truth before us, so they went through the suffering before we did. You know, and right along with Peter, Paul, John, all the prophets in the scriptures, how they was being put to death, how he doing Ezekiel, some of them fled through to the mountains, man, to flee from persecution, man. You know, all the 7,000 that didn't bow their knee to Baal. You know, all these men of the Lord that stood by through thick and thin, man. You know, Abraham, who was finna slay Isaac, man, his only son at an old age, man. And it was counted to him for righteousness, man. You know, so how much more, you know, when we read these scriptures, man, if you feeling down, you know, because me personally, I had an episode where, you know, I was looking for other things, man, and I was going off. But you got to look to these scriptures for comfort, man, because that's the only thing that's gonna keep you keep you going, man. It's gonna keep that life in you. Cause you be caught off trying to stay. You'll get caught up in these worldly things, man. It'll catch you, man. This is our comfort. This scriptures, this true understanding. You know.
Because it talks about it. Says on in verse 10, 1 Peter 5 and 10. It says, "Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience, man."
Right.
So we look up like the brother we alluded to, how we got elders in this truth, brother who we came in, who's on the other side of the line before us. All right, they're us hearing how they dealt with their women and their mom and jobs and
got put out and all type of stuff, kicked out of places, kicked out of this, you know, hated, defamed.
Right.
And by the people that you would so-called call your family, man, the people that would be close and call your loved ones, man. And how much, how many the prophets went through it, man. Look at Jeremiah, man. Jeremiah got put in the pit, man, for teaching the word, man. John the Baptist got his head cut off, man.
For telling him to do something right, man.
For telling him to do the right thing, man. And the nigger woman was the one who ordered him his head, man. You know, so hey, like, you know, like a brother in the camp made a good video, man. Hey, gotta always remember that death is always an option, man. You know, hey, think of the worst, and when something good happens, hey, call halal and Yahweh Shema Shai. And if you do get put to death, the scriptures say we're gonna rise first. The ones who be put to death is gonna rise first. That means you're gonna get your new body first.
Right. It says, take my brethren, the prophets who he have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience, man. Because no matter what it is that we think we're going through, the short little time, the 5, 6, 7 years we've been in the truth. What about the brothers who've been over?
It's always been somebody been doing it longer. Hey, like the elders, you know, they talk about Yaquan and King Mashah. Them men did it until they died.
But even to the elders that we see with our
own eyes, you know, right?
You know,
brothers going through hell of a calamities in their bodies and all type of afflictions, man.
Right.
And Yahweh Shema Shai stand with those men.
Right.
So you gotta truly believe that you got the men of the Lord around you that honestly wrote scriptures. Mm-hmm. These men are around, man. Hey, Esdras knew he was gonna be around at the end. Right. He said, "Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?"
Daniel too.
Right, Daniel too. So they knew that they was gonna be around at the end. At the end, you shall stand in your lot. Right. So Daniel right now is walking the planet, man.
Right, in the truth. In
the truth, teaching His word, man, bringing out these prophecies, man. You know, hey, the 12 is here, man.
They're here. Everybody's here.
Everybody's here, man. If they not here, they're in the spirit world, man.
They're gonna get woken up further, the brother said.
You know. You can get the 2 Peter 2 and 21. No, 1 Peter 2. The 1 Peter 2 and 20.
2 and 21.
Yeah. I think as you can read up on some of that, that was good. Let me see.
You said 1 Peter, you said?
1 Peter
2 and 20.
Is it 2 and 21? Kind. Okay. 2 and 20. No, I think it's
that's it.
We have an example.
Yeah, he wants an example.
Oh, okay. Yep.
The first I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at 18. This is 1 Peter 2 and 21 or 2 and 18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and the gentle, but also to the froward.
Right, and all this is for order's sake, man. You know, so you got a brother over you, man. You got to really watch your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch how you answer a brother, man. Even a younger brother, man. You know, but for order's sakes, you got to really submit yourself to the men who've been doing this before you, man. And it's like the scriptures say, basically honor the hoary head, man. Honor, respect thine elders, man. Because why? Because they've been there before you. They've been there, done it. They've been doing this before you.
You know what, too? Because a lot of times Jake get wrapped up with numbers, or he was in the truth a year before me or 6 months before me. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But you'll never know what happens in that year or 6 months, but you wasn't around, though.
Never knew what happened.
You never know. You know, them 6 months you wasn't around, and that year you wasn't around, could have been a major shift in the camp. It could have been a major understanding that we thought we had, that we was going off on, like the building up of the 3 stories high.
Right there.
You kept saying you couldn't do it, but that's not in the scriptures though. You gotta have a 3 stories and a balcony. But if you wasn't there during that time of the understanding, the 3 or 4 months earlier, you wouldn't have known that. So there's a reason why the brothers are over you and dealing the way they do within the spirit, man.
It's just like the elder Gabar brung out the whole thing again about Peter, man.
Yep.
You know how you know the whole situation, how they waited till Peter went in first, man. That's showing order, man, and respect, man. And these things was written so we can learn. And now if they did it, we learn this, apply this to our lives, and become better, man. Become better men, man. Because low key, all the men of the Lord are back now. We just picking up from where we left off at. You know, so to speak. You know.
God, because like the brother did a video earlier, said we wrote these letters to ourselves to put us in remembrance.
Right. Hey, just like I was watching Dragon Ball Z, Goku, he was fighting Hit. He shot a blast up. You know, because he knew Hit was gonna kill him. He knew it. He just wanted to fight him again.
Okay.
So he died, but he had the light came back and struck him and brought life to him again, man. That's the scriptures say a book of remembrance.
So you can finish the battle.
Right. So you can wake up and finish that fight. Though you once knew this.
There you go.
You know, so you basically pick up where you left off at, man. Doing the work. At the end, you shall stand in your lot. Hey, that shit deep. But it was all inspired by Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. Truly, because he told us to write what to write, who to send it to, and what to do, and do this and do that. You know.
I'm gonna jump down to 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Mashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps.
Right. So Yahweh Shai is the greatest example, man. He did everything, and it's gonna give you a roll call, man, of what he did. Some of the things, how he lived. You know what I mean? So Yahweh Shai did it. Hey, the servant is not greater than his master, man. We gonna go through these same things, man. If Yahweh Shai did it, if you want to be a joint heir, you gotta do it too, man. And what he told when they said to sit on thy right and thy left hand.
Yeah. Well, then give it to him, man.
Right, but he said, can you drink in a cup?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, we can drink it. He said, you should surely drink it.
Yeah.
But to sit on my right or my left is not for him to do. It's up to the Father, man.
Right.
But we was gonna drink this cup, man.
And that was basically talking about the elect who believes, man.
That's right.
Because the elect wanted to follow Yahweh Shemal Shai, but he was like, where I go, you cannot go, man. Because he had to die in order to get the remembrance of sins and for the salvation, for the Holy Spirit to come upon us, man.
Right.
All right? Because those who believed wanted the kingdom of heaven to come when Yahweh Shai was resurrected, man.
Yeah. Yahweh Shai's his job was finished, man.
It was over with.
He did what he needed to do, but our job ain't done yet.
That's right.
We got to keep on going.
You got to drink of that cup, man.
We got to drink that cup, which brothers been drinking it.
Heavily.
You know? So, hey, man, you know, these things are for the building up of our minds, man. You know? These things are to betterment of our minds and to feed our souls and our spirits, man. You know?
Yeah, one more.
Go ahead,
Philippians 3:17. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. You know? So that's what the whole thing that brother alluded to about our elders and our apostles. Okay? Because a lot of us haven't met the elders and apostles, not all of them.
Okay.
You know, a few have been blessed to, meet, the apostles and stuff. But basically we go by about what we see, what we know.
And then building and learning.
And learning.
If they did it, we can do it. Hey, if they did it, we can do it, man.
Period, man.
You know, they men of the Lord. Are not we men of the Lord too?
Shit, I don't want Ratazah.
Hey, so if we lean on Yahweh Shemal Shai like these men did, how much the Lord gonna do for us too?
Like you said earlier, you brought out earlier in the early one, who trusts in the Lord was confounded.
Right, that's a perfect scripture. And shit, you know, I was going through something with my children. Fucking, you know, a whole situation happened, man. But I was comforted by a brother, man.
And guess what? They ended up bringing all the kids back within the last week or so. He
Right.
was being with the kids anyway.
Right.
Goddammit.
Even though they gone again anyways, but you know the Lord give you a little comfort, but then get back focused, man.
That's right.
You know?
The Lord don't want you comfortable, man. The men of the Lord follow other men of the Lord knowing that they're gonna be uncomfortable, man.
Because this is not our rest. You can't get complacent, man. You can't get complacent, man. You know? Because when you get complacent, hey, the Lord will jack you up, and it's not a fun thing, man. And you don't even know why you're getting jacked up, Joe. And just have mercy that Yahweh Shemal Shai bring you out of that, man. So how much more do the right thing now so you won't have to worry about getting jacked up later? We gonna get jacked up anyways. So why put even more on yourself than what you want to go through, man? You know? So just use these examples that we have and just continue in these things, you know? You got something else?
That was it, that was it.
So with that, we want to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, brothers, pushing this word with true sincerity and with charity. Shalom.
Shalom.